on a weekend edition. France is preparing for another night of violence as police reinforcements are sent to cities across the country. The funeral took place today for the teenager whose shooting at the hands of police sparked the protests. Over 2,000 arrests have been made since then as the Department of Foreign Affairs upgraded its travel warning for Australians currently in or travelling to France.
In Nanterre, the funeral of Nahel Merzouk, the teenager whose killing by a French police officer was the catalyst for days of violence across this country. It passed from a funeral home to a mosque and then to a cemetery on the edge of the district. When Nahel was shot, there were two other passengers in the car. One was arrested, the other escaped. He's now released an audio statement claiming Nahel had been attacked by the police officers and didn't mean to drive off.
The first officer at the window put a gun to Nahel's temple and said, "Don't move or I'll put a bullet in your head." The second officer said, "Shoot him." The first officer struck him again with the butt of his gun. The car is automatic and was in park mode. When Nahel received the third strike of the butt of the weapon, his foot released the brake pedal and the car moved forward, and the second officer who was at the windscreen fired his weapon.
Nahel Merzouk was seen in a rap video filmed in Nanterre. He was a teenager from a deprived suburb whose name has now become synonymous with anger and unrest. The signs of violence are everywhere here. This bus was used by a charity. Now it's a wreck. It was still gently smouldering when we came across it. It's a really strange atmosphere here in Nanterre today. The streets are quiet. Lots of people are distracted by the funeral, but what you do see are the scars of all that disorder. And I think the rioters have felt empowered by the riots. We've been warned a couple of times. We were trying to broadcast and were told that we had to get out of there straight away. And what really strikes you is that all day long, I haven't seen a single police officer. President Macron has cancelled his state visit to Germany. His interior minister was out supporting the police and trying to sound confident.
I believe that the arrival of the 16 armoured vehicles of the National Gendarmerie helped and especially gave a new psychological shock. It is the Republic which will win. It is not the rioters.
He said the violence was changing and seemed less intense. But across the country, there were images of fires, clashes and explosions, of cities and towns being ripped apart. More than 1,300 people were arrested last night. Police said officers in Lyon have been injured by gunshots. Specialist firearms units have now been sent to that city. In Paris, we saw riot police arresting youths who tried to loot a shopping mall. And the violence has even spread to neighbouring Belgium. This disorder is beginning to seem relentless, and as the wave of destruction continues to build, so you wonder how it will be stopped. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Nanterre.